Hello! This is Redithan, and I'm back with some more GPC World Championships. So yeah, I made it to the knockout round, so I'm going to be reviewing my battle that I had for that. And so yeah, let's look at my team that we got. Okay, so starting out, I have Breloom. As you can see, my nicknames are another song. Yes, it's Love Song by Sarah Bareilles, a great tune. But yeah, so here's my Breloom. This one is a lot more standard than my last Breloom's. So no hidden power, no oh god, what else did I do? No defensive, yeah, so none of that. This is just standard with Spore, Rock Tomb, Mach Punch, and Bullet Seed. Really, these are the standard coverage moves that Breloom runs normally, but it covers like literally his entire team other than Machamp. So yeah, I really had no reason to run anything different. I got Focus Sash because there's always a possibility of Celebi being offensive and outspeeding. So does Dragonite. Really, most of his team outspeeds mine. So I felt there really wasn't be any reason not to run Focus Sash because he's just gonna outspeed and one-shot me most likely, or one-shot Breloom most likely with most of his team. So yeah, I didn't really want to have to subject Breloom to that. So I thought Focus Sash and just hope he does something. Next up is Aerodactyl, and this guy has Stone Edge, Aerial Ace, Earthquake, and Tailwind. Again, I'm running Adamant because that's really all I need to outspeed his team. This outspeeds +1. It's either +1 Dragonite or Scarf Magnezone. I'm pretty sure this is +1 Dragonite actually, but I might have to double check on that. But yeah, so yeah, it's got Stone Edge, Aerial Ace, Earthquake, and this does literally hits his entire team super effectively. I almost put Iron Head here instead of Tailwind for Mega Diancie, but I felt that Mega Diancie, Earthquake does tons to it anyway, so I don't know, I felt like I wouldn't really need it, so I wanted Tailwind instead, because it'll allow Breloom, because like I said, the problem with Breloom is that it's so slow, to be able to outspeed some of his stuff, as well as really the rest of my team, which is kind of slow. So I want to have Tailwind just kind of like the last ditch effort in case I can't Oko something and I'm going to need like the extra speed for next Mon to Revenge Kill or something. So yeah, I put Tailwind on there. And then like just all this just because it hits super effectively. And next up we have Empoleon. And as I've realized in the last part, I think I made a comment on this, but Empoleon is terrible. So really all I wanted it for is just to set up rocks. The only thing that could Oko this thing on his team with a Shuka Berry is Specs Magnezone. So the only purpose of this thing was just to go in there, set up rocks, and then die pretty much. So I don't know, I put some coverage in there. Flash Cannon, Oko's Mega Diancie. This is really my main strategy with this Empoleon, is that Mega Diancie was the only thing standing in the way of getting up rocks because of Magic Bounce, and when I have Flash Cannon, the Mega Diancie can't live that in any universe, so yeah, it's just gonna drop to Flash Cannon, so we can't stay in for the Magic Bounce without getting Oko'd pretty much, so that's my reason for that. I have Ice Beam, so Dragonite and Celebi can't just like set up in its face. And then I also have HP Ground, and this is just for Magnezone because it Okos. I didn't put a water type move like Scald or anything on here because I didn't really need it with this coverage, and I wanted the for sure KO on Magnezone instead of just hoping I get like hacks or something with Hydro Pump or Scald. So yeah, there's a reason for that. Modest max special attack and a little bit of speed. I forget what I wanted to outspeed with this one. I don't know, it's not coming to me. But yeah. Oh, I think it's Machamp with like some bizarre speed investment or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Then next I have Chandelure, and Chandelure continues to be the most useless mon in my team. as it has been. It's been so useless. But yeah, I just try to do what I can with it. Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Trick. Again, standard Energy Ball for Diancie, Fire Blast, Shadow Ball because it's dual stabs and they're awesome. And then I put Trick there instead of Psychic for Machamp because I felt that tricking a Choice Scarf on either Machamp or Celebi, I think Celebi, I don't remember. I think it was I put on there for Machamp because Psychic can't OHKO, and if I can lock Machamp into knockoff, then that's great for Aerodactyl and Slurpuff. And Slurpuff, I'm running a Cleric set on this, again with the Babiri Berry. I got that for Heavy Slam on Machamp, as well as Magnezone, in case I want to get like a Wish off. So it's got Wish, Protect, Toxic, Dazzling Gleam, yeah, like, so this thing can't do anything to Magnezone. However, anything on his team does not appreciate this Slurpuff because Cloyster has terrible special defense, does not like taking Dazzling Gleams. Machamp is weak to that. Dragonite's weak to Dazzling Gleam as well. And Celebi, Magnezone, and Mega Diancie really destroy this thing, but I wanted to switch in for those 3 physical threats, and Dragonite, Machamp, and Cloyster. So yeah, and I also got Toxic on there in case he has like some Roost set with Dragonite. And it also wears it down quicker, so I can break its multi-scale, and if in case it has like Weakness Policy or something, I can break that and then like hit it with like another Dazzling Gleam or something, I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted that to whittle stuff down. And then finally, I have Assault Vest Meloetta. This is meant to outspeed Specs Magnezone, maybe? I remember. It was outspeed Dragonite, Adamant Dragonite, that has max speed. So, yeah, so there's Psychic, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, and Charge Beam. Psychic because it hits Machamp, and that's a stab, and it hits hard. Focus Blast specifically for Magnezone, because this is my main Magnezone switch-in, because nothing else can really switch in on it since it's so strong. Shadow Ball, this one combined with Charge Beam is specifically for Celebi, because Celebi often is like very bulky, and Shadow Ball sometimes can't 2 KO if it's like defensive. So I have Charge Beam so I can boost up on it and then eventually KO with Shadow Ball. So that was my means for putting Charge Beam there. And the good thing about Charge Beam is with Serene Grace, it always gets the boost. So it's essentially just like a just a boosting move. So yeah, it's nice. So yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter. The battle's over anyway. I already had it. I tried to record this live, but it's screwed up. Audacity screwed up. So let's go right into the replay. Okay, so leading off, I go with Empoleon, and he leads with Magnezone. I really was hoping for the Diancie lead because Diancie's a good counter lead with Magic Bounce, but no, he predicts the Empoleon, and he goes in with Magnezone. Great lead by him, and I just really want to get my Stealth Rocks up because it breaks the multi-scale on Dragonite and breaks the potential Focus Sash on Cloyster, and I see that as like just probably one of the most important keys to winning this match. However, he crits me. So yeah, as you can see, it's not Specs. Yeah, sorry, it's not Specs, it's Air Balloon, so there was no way that I was ever going to kill Empoleon without a crit. So I don't get my Rots off. Fantastic first turn. But what you gonna do? So I go into Meloetta because Meloetta can take anything from Magnezone. And I'm just going for a Charge Beam, get my special attack up, and pop his Balloon, which is great. I couldn't ask for anything better there. He goes on Dragonite. I decide to switch out here because with multi-scale, I know I probably won't be able to 2-hit KO. I wouldn't be able to OHKO it, that's for sure, and I especially wouldn't be able to 2-hit KO it, so I could probably just drag it in. So I decided to switch into Slurpuff now, before I lose anything, as he actually goes for Roar. I guess predicting the switch, or not, just wanted to get the boosted Meloetta out there, but either way, I'm now going to Chandelure, and I expect the Earthquake, so I go into Slurpuff, but he actually goes for the Aqua Tail. So here now I see it's more of a defensive set. Oh yeah, I go for a Wish there, that's right. I go for a different play later, but I go for a Wish because my initial plan was to switch back into Meloetta, which Dragonite pretty much does for me. So I get the Psychic off and break its multi-scale, and now I'm just going to switch right back into Slurpuff. And my goal here is to Toxic because I expected him to Roost or Aqua Tail again or something. So yeah, I'm just going to go, if he goes for the Aqua Tail, I'm going to go for the Toxic, so this Dragonite's on a timer now, which is great, so he can't just Roost spam anymore and keep his multi-scale. So now he goes into Cloyster, as I wish, and this was like my favorite part of the match. He Shell Smashes thinking he could get like a sweep off now that my Empoleon's gone. Look at that damage. Yeah, Slurpuff straight up OHKOs it. Yeah, later on I figured out that Cloyster was naive, so with like a Jolly Nature, or like an Adamant or whatever it decides to run, if it's not running a minus special defense nature, Dazzling Gleam can OHKO, so I felt kind of bad there. But that later on I learned that it was naive, so it wasn't a high roll or anything. Because it has like an 80... No, actually I was running 8 special attacks, so it had like over a 90% chance to OHKO there. So yeah, it wasn't like a 13% chance or something. So yeah, now it goes into Magnezone, so he can Volt Switch safely because I have no immunity. We go back to Meloetta, because why not? As here goes his Celebi. I kind of risked this thing being a Swords Dance set, but I knew if it had like Shadow Ball or something that doesn't affect Meloetta, and I don't think it gets any dark moves either. So I felt pretty safe here, just staying in, going for Charge Beam. As I miss, he'll go for the Trick Room, which is bad. As the Baton passes here into Machamp, and I predict that, and I go for the Psychic. And I went for Psychic there because I figured he wouldn't really go into any of these 4 things because they all are pretty much walled by Meloetta. Or, I mean, Dragonite and Diancie aren't walled, but they take so much damage from a +1 Psychic. Because I assuming he expected a Charge Beam there, so that's why I went to Machamp. Yeah, so I just go for the Psychic, predicting that. As now I'm going to go to Slurpuff, as I take the knockoff. Crit, I still eat it up anyway, as we'll lose my Berry. So I get my Burden boost here, but unfortunately it's Trick Room, and I can't live a Heavy Slam. So I predict, I don't predict, I scout for the Heavy Slam there, which he has it, and I make the really, really dumb, obvious switch in here to Chandelure. He predicts that, goes for knockoff, so I lose my Chandelure. Chandelure being useless again. Chandelure's been great death fodder for me. I won't lie, but yeah, it's pretty bad. So, here I guess he didn't think he had any switch-ins to this, which he doesn't. So I just go for the Aerial Ace. He goes for the Bullet Punch, and here I believe he goes into Diancie. Yes, he goes into Diancie. I guess he was scouting for the Iron Head here as he went into his Celebi. I don't know really why he switched there. He could have gotten off the Mega, which would have helped him a lot later in the match, but either way, he double switches into Celebi. Switches now into Magnezone as a switch up, wanting to provide that Cleric roll, as the Magnezone goes for Magnet Rise here. I'm not really sure why. I guess maybe he was afraid of the HP ground, but the only thing on my team that can learn a ground move is Aerodactyl, and there's no way I was switching an Aerodactyl in there, so I don't really know why I did that, but I'm back to full with Meloetta, and I'm just going to go for Charge Beam again, is he Volt Switches now, and I think he goes into Diancie here, yes, and here I go for Psychic, and then he'll go for Diamond Storm just to get his defense up, and here, the +1 really helped me because it made it so he couldn't Mega Evolve because he didn't have Protect. So once he Mega Evolves and loses that special defense that Diancie had, or that regular Diancie has, he actually gets OHKO'd by +1 Psychic. So he had to not Mega Evolve there and go for the weaker Diamond Storm. So now I'm just going to be able to outspeed and KO him here. But he decides to switch out here into Celebi. I predict that and go for Shadow Ball. went for Shadow Ball because it still KOs Diancie, and I thought if there was perhaps the chance that he wanted to save it, then I felt Celebi would probably be the most obvious choice because I haven't revealed the Shadow Ball yet. So Celebi just gonna get 2-hit KO'd by Shadow Ball. Thankfully it doesn't outspeed me, so he can't baton pass those boosts. Now it goes in Magnezone. I haven't revealed the Focus Blast yet either, so I go with that and KO the Magnezone. And Meloetta just going on a rampage here. As I crit the Dragonite, it's able to take me out Aqua Tail, but it doesn't really matter. Aerodactyl would have been able to clean up anyway. So that's exactly what it does. So Breloom never even saw the light of day in this match, but I was able to win, so it was all good. So yeah, like I said earlier, with not Mega Evolving the Diancie when I had my Aerodactyl out before, that was probably a very, very costly misplay. I still probably could have pulled something out with Breloom or something, but yeah, me not having Iron Head could have cost me the game there if he Mega Evolved in that one turn, because it would have allowed him to... he still would have been one-shotted by Meloetta, but he would have done a lot more damage to where he probably could have KO'd Meloetta easier or something. I don't know. It probably would have changed something. That's my point here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been Redithan, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see some more, and I'll see you next time in the next round of the GPC World Championship. So yeah, thanks again so much for watching, and goodbye.